Welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be my Dji Spark flight test. Now, to others I describe this as my new favorite man bag because it is pretty much a carry around. You pop it in anywhere and it contains everything that you need to get your Spark flying. So let's set it up quickly and see how long it takes you to get your Spark in the air. Starting now. Need a phone. Right, now to speed up things, what I do is I open these blades a little bit like this, and then I switch on my Spark first. Right, so while that's starting up, I then start up my remote control. All right. And while that's starting up, I go and check that my Wi-Fi is ready to connect. Because while this is all happening, you don't have to waste time for all of this to appear on your Wi-Fi screen. There we go, we connect. Connected. Open up the app. While the app is opening, pop it in here. And squeeze it together so that it holds. And there we go. We are ready to fly. Flying with your mobile phone or any mobile device is boring, risky, tricky, and I don't like it. Gesture control is a joke. They might as well remove it. I don't like it. There might be people who enjoy it, and for those who do, by all means. In my case, I'm probably never going to use it. Anyway, I'm ready to fly. So all this video is going to be is just to show you how it flies, what the footage looks like in sunny South Africa. This is the middle of the winter, and well, the field is burnt a little bit, but let's see what it looks like from the air with the little Spark. Let's get going. Sparky,
take off.
And there you go. Incredibly stable. Now currently it is in photo mode. Let's take a photo so you can see what the photo quality is like. That is not quite into the sun, but let's do one straight sun facing. I'm going to drop the height a little bit. Now the sun is directly above there, so it's not quite pointing into the sun, but it's just so you can see the contrast difference between the sky and the ground there. Now do bear in mind it is all burnt. So yeah, okay, and one facing away. Right, and I'm going to do a photo there. Okay, now just so you guys can see what the quality is like near to the ground. There's another photo for you close to the ground, and I'm about ready to shoot video. Let's shoot a video. Right, video has started. Hello Spark. Okay, now we come a little closer to us. Now one of the things, since we do have quite a bit of an open space there, I want to try one of these little quick shots, as they call them. So we go in there, we select a quick shot. Okay. Right. And I'm doing a droney. go, and go. So goodbye Spark, and that is the drone. It's a pure pull away. It has selected me on the screen. Pure goes out and raises height slightly, and that is your standard droney. And at any stage you can click stop and come back, because I don't like that it doesn't actually go very high. It doesn't go up very so unless you have a wide open space, be careful of dronies. The height might be fairly low. Another one of the quick shots. Select myself as a subject, and I'm going to select rocket, and okay, and you clicked on go on the screen, and it's going to go up. It comes overhead, it points down, and it selects you. How cool is that? So what I want to do now is test the helix. So firstly, select me as the subject, and on screen I select helix and go, and there it goes. Now as it moves out, it's going to lift a little, and it's going to turn, and it's going to go all, well, it's supposed to go all the way around. Now let's see if it tracks me while I'm still behind the car. It's going out pretty far, and there you go. I think it's lost me. Doesn't matter, I'm going to bring it back. But anyway, that's the idea. So you need a pretty wide open space, and I think it purely lost me because I'm behind the car. So bring it back. Now the other nice thing obviously is I'm going to keep it there where we can now see the car in the image. I'm going to select the car, and I'm going to select the circle. Now this is pretty cool for points of interest, and so let it run, and now it's going to circle your point of interest from the point where it was. It's not going to come in, it's not going to go out, it's just going to follow a nice circle. So you have to select your distance you are from your subject. Right, I'm going to stop that. Pointless me showing you the entire flight all the way around, because it's just a waste of battery, and I'm sure you guys get the point. Now obviously another thing that it has is a tripod mode. Now tripod mode is very much like the same on the Mavic and the Phantom 4 and Phantom 4 Pro. The Phantom 4 with the latest firmware does actually now have a tripod mode as well. You might want to switch off your optical avoidance with tripod mode, because now you can quite easily control it through very tight spaces. I'm going to actually bring it right up to the camera, and you guys can see how controllable it is, how stable, how amazing is it. Okay, it's complaining like crazy now because it's too close to the cameras, but there you go. That is the little Spark. Love it.
Low battery warning.
Right, so with me explaining all of that stuff, I do have a low battery, but I still actually have about 3 minutes of flight, but I don't like pushing my batteries. So I'm just going to land quickly, and then now interestingly, let's land in tripod mode. I know it's not quite center, it doesn't matter. You can actually land in tripod mode. So if you are in a situation where you feel a little jittery about landings, etc., I know there are people that add landing gear and all kinds of things, use tripod mode. It lands incredibly easily. Right, so let's change that battery. Now I'm sure you're thinking, what more can there be? There is one more trick up the Spark's sleeve, and possibly that one thing that sets the Spark completely apart from any other DJI drone that I've flown. Maybe the Mavic can be enjoyed as much as the Spark, but for its size, its portability, it's going to be hard to beat. Let me show you. And I'm going to take off.
Take off.
Now we are back in normal flying mode. Now if you see there, that's quite nice. I like that. It's a decent speed. You could actually film at this, but however, this is a little too fast. But here comes the fun. Sport mode. Now check this. Oh man. Okay, the gimbal obviously goes nuts. But how much fun can you have? Sport mode obviously burns through a battery. Sport mode is definitely not made for filming. It's made for fun. Look at that. Now that is droning. Let me bring it back. Now if you are gentle on your controls, you can actually get some interesting high-speed footage. Do a flyover, check my area behind me. Yeah, how much fun is this? Okay, it's not quite a, I'm going to take it out of sport mode again. It's not quite a racing FPV quadcopter, but that is a lot of fun value, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to enjoy that as much as I do. I would not recommend flying FPV via your cell phone screen or whatever device you have. Maybe goggles. If you do want to do FPV, do bear in mind that the gimbal does freak out a little bit in your FPV screen. So because, yeah, sport mode is made for sport. And there we go. That is my DJI Spark first flight demonstration, and I have to say, fun. I have big hexacopters, and I have the Phantom, and I have racing quads, and this is the most fun I've had in a long time, and it cannot be described. You have to experience it, you have to fly it, and I would suggest practice before you start playing around in sport mode. Sport mode is easy to get this thing crashed, unless you are one of those guys who obviously do know how to fly with the racing quads, etc. But otherwise, if you're not experienced, stay away from sport mode. It is absolutely crazy. Anyway guys, let's pack up, and you'll see more of the Spark later.